Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class we have already discussed about that of the how the transfer of electron used to take place, how electron get how the electron get transferred, and we have also understood here that with how we are able to make that of the how we can make the that of uh, uh, the transfer, how we can make the electroscope, and with the help of the electroscope we can do the process of the transfer of the electron easily. Okay, so basically in case of electroscope, what we have done student, we have taken a jar, and then we will press a hole on it, we will make a hole on it, and in that hole we will put a pin. That pin is what, which is basically consisting of the of a clip, metal clip is there, and this metal clip is what it is one of the part is outside, and when we bring that of a charged glass, charged rod, and touch it, then you will find that the metal clip, what it moves far apart from each other. And why is it so? It is because it is basically because that is due to the same kind of a charges are now present at both of the clip or both of the arms of the pen. That's why they used to they are used to move far apart from each other. So similar pole is similar charges are present there, that's why they used to repel each other. So this repulsion is because of that only, that both of them get charged by the, or both of them are having now the same kind of a charges in it. Now, when you will bring a uncharged body and touch again the metal tip, then what do you find? We find that the clip which was earlier far apart from each other, again it gains its own position. Okay, so this is actually a simple electroscope. So aluminium foil is there which behaves like a strip, and this strip will water, it will, when it was in a touch with that of a charged body, then it will move far apart from each other. But when it is water, it is touched with an uncharged body, again it will get or it again it will becomes come closer to each other. Okay, now, if we talk about that of the charging or the discharging student, a very important thing that we must know about it. So that is that electric charges, it can be transferred from a charged body to another through a metal conductor. So with the help of a metal conductor, electrical charge is what that can be transferred. Okay, so charge object from one charge object to the another charge object through a, or with the help of a metal conductor, electric charges can be easily transferred. Now touch the end of the metal paper clip gently with hand, and you will find a change in the foil strip. Again, when we take that of uncharged body, and then when we touch that of the foil strip, we will find that it will again reaches to its own position. Okay, so that means they will come back to their original state. Now, when we repeat this charging of the foil strip and touching the paper clip, every time we will find that the foil strip collapse as soon as we touch that of the paper clip with hand. Why does it happens? The reason is that the foil strip lose charge to the earth through your body. We say that the foil strips are discharged. The process of transferring of charges from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. Okay, so when an uncharged body is kept close to that of the metal strip get discharged again. Okay, and so this process in which the transfer of the charges occur from a charged body to that of the discharged body, and the process in which the charges is transferred from a charged object or a charged body to the earth is called as earthing. Okay, so the process of transferring of charge from charged object to the earth is called as earthing. Now, why earthing is important? So, basically, earthing is important since it helps in providing and in building to protect us from electrical shock due to any leakage from the electric current. So, if any kind of electric leakage, we will get the electrical shock, and this electrical shock basically occur due to the leakage of the electrical current. Okay, so earthing is what it is provided to the building. It is important to make earthing or to do earthing in the houses or in the building, because that will help in protecting us from any kind of a electrical shock that can occur due to the leakage. Now let us try to understand about the lightning, how this lightning occur. What is the story behind of this lightning? Why does it occur? So, the charges produced is what it basically responsible for the lightning to occur. When we say about the lightning here, what does that mean? That a lot of a charge is produced, a huge amount of a charge is produced, that we called as a lightning here. So, during the development of the thunderstorm, air current is there, and this air current generally move in the upward direction. While the water droplet is there, this droplet used to move in the downward direction. Okay, and this will makes a vigorous movement, and these vigorous movement it causes separation of charges by a process which is not yet completely understood. The positive charges collect near the upper edges of the cloud, and the negative charges accumulate near the lower edges. So, the vigorous movement which causes the separation of charges, and actually what happened in the case of a thunderstorm, air current is what it generally moves in the upward direction, and there are water droplets which generally moves in the downward direction. So we can say here that what is an earthing? The process of transferring of charge from a charge body from a transferring of charge from a charge object to that of the earth is called as earthing. Okay, so earthing is what in which the charge is transferred from a charge object to the earth is called as earthing there. So here we were discussing about that of the lightning process, how the lightning process occur. So we have understood that the air current used to move in the upward direction, water droplet is there which moves into the downward direction, and in this process the positive charges it is collected at the upper edges of the cloud, and negative charges it is collected near the lower edges of the cloud. Negative charges, so there is an accumulation of positive charge near the ground also, and when the magnitude of accumulation of the charges become very large, the air is what it becomes normally a poor conductor of electricity. Negative and positive charges they meet, and due to which there will be what there is a streak of a bright light or a sound is produced, and these streaks are what it is called as a lightning. Okay, and the process is also called as electric discharge. So basically it work on the basis of electric discharge, where the lightning or the sparking can be seen easily. Okay, now the process of electric discharge it can occur between two or more clouds also. Yes, so basically the two or more clouds they used to collide with each other, or between that of the cloud and that of the earth, there also the electric discharge can occur, positive and the negative charges, so electric and discharge will occur, and due to which the lightning can be seen. Now we have understood the basic phenomena, that what is the cause behind that of the lightning. So earlier we were very afraid of that, but we have understood that what is the basic phenomena behind that of the lightning. Okay, lightning is what, although we know that how the lightning occur, but we must know that the lightning what it could destroy the life and the property of the person. So it is really important, it is important to take the necessary measure to protect ourselves from the metal object, especially if the lightning is occurring. So what are the things that we must see or protect ourselves in order to for that of to save ourselves from the lightning? So the first one, during lightning and that of the thunderstorm, no open place is safe. So when the lightning occur, when the thunderstorm occur, so there should not be there is no place in which we can say that it is what, it is the safe one. So hearing thunder, it is what, it is an alert to rush to a safer place. So whenever we heard that such kind of a thunderstorm or thundering is occurring, we must alert ourselves. We must alert ourselves to a safe place now. After hearing the last thunder, wait for some time before coming out of the safe place. So when we heard the last thunder here, so during lightning and thunderstorm is there, what are the safety measures that a person should take, student? The first one, that during lightning and thunderstorm, there is no open places are there which we consider to be a safe place. Second is that whenever we hear thunder thunder, then it is what is a kind of an alert, and at that time we must rush to a safer place. Okay, so during lightning or during that of the thunder, we must be very alert for the rush to rush to a safer place there. After hearing the last thunder, wait for some time before coming out of the safe place. So when we heard the last thunder, we have to wait for so what does that mean? It means when we heard about the thunder, we must go to the safer place where we may not be harmed. And until and unless we will hear the last thunder, we have to wait for some times before coming out of the safer place. This is what, student, this is the first and the foremost thing that we must do if we want to save ourselves from the effect of lightning and the thunderstorm. So what is this place where we find it that it is a safe place? So a house or a building is what? That is a safe place. And if we are traveling by a car or by a bus, it will be safe to remain inside by by putting the windows and the doors of the vehicle shut. Okay, so this is a place in which we can make ourselves safe. Now, what are the do's and don't that we must do during a thunderstorm? So, outside, open vehicle like motorbikes, tractor, construction machinery, open cars, they all are not safe. Open field, tall trees, shelter in park, elevated places, they do not protect us from the lightning stroke. Okay, so we can say here that if we are at the vehicles which are actually the open one, like a motorbike is there, or a tractor is there, or a construction machinery is there, or open car is there, which is not safe one, which it is what, this is actually not safe. If open field is there, tall trees are there, shelter in park is there, or elevator places are there, so they are what, they do not protect us from the lightning strokes. We if we are carrying out an umbrella, that is absolutely not a good idea, especially during that of thunderstorm. Even if in a forest or if we are in a forest, we must take shelter of a shorter trees. Okay, and even then if there is no shelter which is available, and if we are in an open field, then especially we must far away from any kind of a tall trees. If we are away from the tall trees, then we must away from the or if we are outside that of the or not in the forest but outside in a field, we must away ourselves from the pole or any of the larger object which is present there. We must not lie on the ground. Instead of that, we can make a position in which we can protect ourselves from the lightning. And what is that? That is, place your hand on your knees with your head between your hands. Okay, so what we will do, we will squat low on the ground. Then we will place our hand on our knees, and with by keeping our head between that of the hand, and this position will help us, will make us to look smallest target to the struck. Okay, so this is one of the method by which we can make ourselves a smaller object, and obviously that will help us in protecting us from any kind of a thunderstorm or lightning to be affect us. Now, inside the house, what are the things, what are the safety measures that we can do for inside the house? So, lightning can strike telephone cords, electrical wire, and metal pipes. So, during a thunderstorm, contact with these, it should be avoided, and it is used. It is much better. It is safer to use mobile phone and the cordless phone. However, we can say that it is not wise to call a person who is receiving your phone through a wired phone. So, the first one is what we have understood, that what are the things, what are the precautions that a person must take when a person is outside. And the second one is, what are the precautions that must be taken by the person when the person is what inside the house. Okay, so lightning is what that can strike on the telephone cord also, it can strike on the electrical wires also, and even it can strike on the metal pipes also. Okay, and during a thunderstorm contract or then what happened, it will be much good that we must use a mobile phone instead of a telephone which is having a cord phone, which is having a cord. So better to use a cordless phone or that of the mobile phone. It will be not good to use that of the wired phone, because chances is there that the electricity can flow through it. Bathing. Bathing, it should be avoided during the thunderstorm to avoid a contact with the running water. We know that the water, running water, if we will take bath in it, so there water is what, it is also a very good conductor of electricity. So chances is there that electricity will start flowing through this water, and ultimately the thunderstorm, the effect of the thunderstorm or the lightning can be seen. Electrical appliances like computer, TV, etc., it should be unplugged. So all the different types of electrical appliances, it should be unplugged. Electrical light can remain on and they do not cause any harm. Okay, so appliances are there, the appliances, it should be unplugged. The electrical lights are there, these electric lights, maybe they remain on, and they do not cause any kind of a harm to us. Here a lightning conductor is there. What is the meaning of a lightning conductor? Lightning conductor is actually a device which is used to protect building. So basically a metallic rod is there, and this metallic rod, it is taller than that of the building, and it is installed in the wall of the building during its construction. So a metallic rod is there which is basically taller than that of the building, and this metallic rod, it is connected to the underground, and what will happen, basically it is taller than that of the building and it is installed in the wall of the building during its construction. So why is this so? Because one of the rod is what, it is kept out of the air, and other one is buried deep in the ground. So when what is the role of the rod is now that it help in providing an easy route for the electron to transfer or electric charges to flow through it. Now the metal column which is used during this construction purpose, during this construction, during the electric wire and the water pipe in the building, it protect us from a lot of extent. Okay, but it will be much better that we do not touch it in the during that of the thunderstorm. Okay, so these metal column is actually help in providing or help in giving the path for the electric charges. So if excess amount of a lightning occur on the building, that will be taken, that will be a path will be provided by the metallic rod, and due to which the electric current or electric charges can flow easily through it. Okay, so this is the lightning conductor.